What's going on, guys? Greek Freak here, and in this video we're going to be talking about the NBA All-Star votings as far as how it has went out for these teams. Now, as far as what we do know, we do have the Eastern and Western Conference ballots as far as the votes for the players, and we're going to be looking at these votes right here. Now, if you do notice, you're going to notice things such as Luka Doncic being number 2 only behind LeBron James, and Derrick Rose coming in at second in the guards. Now, as far as the Eastern Conference is concerned, we are going to be seeing the fact that we're seeing Dwayne Wade in a second for the guards. Now, the two things that I want to talk about are, should this be something that we actually consider still a job and an accomplishment as far as an all-star, or should it be taken as what I think that the all-star game actually is, which is a actual practice of just seeing what we want to see on the court. Players like Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, other players that we'd like to see during the year coming all to playing during one game, rather than particularly saying here are the 15 best players from each league. Now, as we all know, we see players from these different times coming in and having just great years, and we always see snubs, especially when it comes to the Western Conference, just due to the influx of talent there. But in reality, we have to look at it at that real situation. Now, the first person we're going to be talking about is Dwayne Wade. Now, Dwayne Wade, obviously, as we do know, is in his final season with the Miami Heat in the NBA, and we know the fact that he's been out very much with health reasons with his family, but has only played 26 games. Now, when I mentioned the fact that obviously these players aren't direct all-stars as far as the way that the media and all of us really take all-stars as far as the greatness of a team, we really look at it as another situation. And in that, we have to look at it as an adding of talent as far as the players that we want to see. We want to see our favorite players playing for the last time. We want to see things such as that. Not directly as an accomplishment to them directly as the year goes on, as we've seen very much players such as Zaza Pachulia and many others coming in, and it really doesn't mean anything directly for them. But as we all know, this is just the beginning votes, and it will change as time goes on, so it is expected that some of these players may fall off as the starting lineup. But the next player that we also will be talking about, very much notably, is going to be Luka Doncic. Does Luka Doncic really deserve to be an all-star caliber player, being, of course, a very great rookie, and as I mentioned previously in a video, not before this, but I have him as one of the definite people who to be running for the Rookie of the Year, as would be projected as just so many things. Now, another thing I want to talk about, of course, is how is he just only behind LeBron James in the front court for the Western Conference? Now, obviously, we have to look at that and just know the obvious reasons. He's had success overseas, and one thing that we know about players from overseas, like I mentioned before, with Zaza Pachulia being almost his starting lineup caliber player just in the past couple of seasons, is just due to a overseas approach as far as attention to that player. We obviously know not only this, but he has attention in the United States as well, but his overseas success obviously has to play some type of part and role into coming up with these certain types of players, and obviously has to play a huge role into him being in there. And due to that, I believe the fact that Luka Doncic will stay as an all-star, definitely as far as the starting, just due to the fact of that success. The next player that we're going to be talking about is Derrick Rose. Now, obviously, I think the fact that this is a very obvious reason why he would be second in the Western Conference guards, just due to the fact of course, his popularity from past times, but of course, the amazing story that is his comeback right now at averaging 19 points per game, 4.8 assists per game, and shooting, of course, 46.2% from three, being just an amazing comeback as far as his ability, especially knowing the fact he was not much of a shooter. We know the fact that he's doing this just coming off the bench majority, which is just amazing numbers. Like I mentioned, I thought the fact that he easily can win 6th Man of the Year with these types of numbers as long as he stays healthy. But obviously, just a great comeback story, a great story overall as a great player, and just seeing the fact that he's having his best year since, of course, his year after his MVP in 2012. So what is your guys' thoughts as far as this part so far because of the multiple things that are going to be happening? So I really do think the fact that these players can obviously deserve to be there because of the situation. I believe that this is more of a status thing. As I mentioned before, the reason why I don't take this as an actual accomplishment anymore are multiple cases where we see people like Zaza going up there, and things like even this, Kobe Bryant making an All-Star, only playing 6 games in the entire season. Now, as much as Kobe Bryant is just great, and this was 2013, not his last season or anything like that, obviously, as he did play as many seasons as far as playing all the road games, but things like this are obviously things that don't really represent the fact that an all-star is a great caliber player, especially when we do see snubs. We always see it just due to many things. We saw it a lot with Mike Conley in many days when people thought the fact that he was an all-star caliber player, but things like this just happen and it's just noticeable. But guys, please tell me what your guys' thoughts are on all-star games. Do you think they are still accomplishments, the success of a season, or do you think of it like I do as far as just something that we can actually watch as entertainment to see players playing together? Now, I think it's changed a lot as far as, okay, seeing players playing offense and defense. It obviously has changed a lot throughout the years, and I just want to know your guys' thoughts on this. So what do you guys think about it? And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure that you leave a like and subscribe to Power of the Greek Army today. And as always, this is Sparta.